Aries Inlet, Great Ocean Road. Heading down a little path. I'm also heading down a writing path. Now in view, I've got some big news. Is my manuscript, urban fantasy YA novel set in World War II, has just been called up to Writer's House in New York, and they've asked a full manuscript submission. They want to check it out and see if they want to run with it. Now it's still unlikely that they'll take it. Still unlikely. They should, because it's epic, but it's unlikely because I'm not a big name author, and that's usually what those what Writer's House will go for. But in light of getting called up myself for the world's biggest agency, I'm going to look at my top 3 reasons, maybe I'll throw in a 4 or 5, of why I reject manuscripts or short stories at my little publication where I help out, Andromeda Spaceways, sci-fi and fantasy mag. Now, as a reviewer for Andromeda, I've got to pass some stories off, reject most. And it may sound nasty because I'm rejecting, but there's hundreds of submissions and they can only print 6 or 7 per issue, so a lot are going to be rejected. Now, the first reason I may reject a story is incorrect formatting. It's not set up right. Basically, you've got to follow that William Shun guy's example. You follow that, you start off right, okay? Don't indent the first paragraph. So if the formatting's wrong, I don't pull the story out, but it automatically shows, okay, they're not taking it full serious just yet. They're not trying to perfect their craft, and a writer has to perfect his craft if he wants to get published. You've got to perfect. There's a little bunny crawling in there. See if we can see him. Here, bunny, bunny. Here, bunny. He hopped away, like so many of his stories hop away. Heading further down the line here. The second reason I've got to reject the story, because there is no story. I'll give you an example. The other day I was reading a little flash fiction piece. It had been published, professionally published in another mag, and it was an interesting, unique tale. It was about a woman who had a spider living in her stomach, and it sewed spider webs of silk in her lungs. She used to cough out the silk, and she'd make dresses, wedding dresses with the silk. Now it's a great idea. It's very unique. It's interesting. The only problem is, that's it. Nothing else happened. She just died. Eventually she just died. The spider crawled out and bit her on the nose and killed her. For me, although I love the writing, and it's a very unique idea, which is important, you've got to have a unique idea, nothing happened. There was no story. She didn't do anything. She didn't learn anything. She didn't accomplish anything, didn't save anyone, just didn't do anything. And for me, you got to do something. You can't just have an account. Okay, you can't just have an account. You got to have, for me, not perhaps for everyone, but for most, and for the big guys like in Writer's House, you got to have a story. Something's got to happen. So if the lady had have actually had a daughter and she sacrificed herself by taking this silk and done something to create a trap to let her daughter out, because her daughter was going to get eaten by the spiders too, and she saved her daughter and done something to overcome her fear of, say, spiders or whatever it was, and grow at the same time, I would have gave it a pass and said, what a magnificent story. Because there was no story, nothing happened, bang, fail. Third reason you're going to get a manuscript rejection is the quality of the writing. Now let me just explain how quickly this can be detected and rejected. Hopefully we don't fall during the filming of this example. Now to show you how easy it is to detect bad writing, I'll show you how to detect bad singing. Now pretend I'm going for a singing contest. I'm going to sing a bit of Bryan Adams. If you know the tune, write it down, you get an extra point. Put on your best dress, darling. Can't you see the time is right? There will never be another tonight. Now how I'm going to take you to realise I wasn't a great singer. Now 1 second. So a bad writer, you can detect about 1 second if they're bad. A mediocre writer, it may take a little bit longer, but it still can be detected. So you have to learn to master your craft. So one thing is with bad writing is they got bad grammar. If you got misplaced commas, one is okay, too many, bad full stops, semicolons just chucked about, you're gone. You can't have heaps of typos, you can't have misused words, like you got to know the difference between your and your with a comma, you are, versus your. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I want to get to the little cave around here, but don't want to get the whole boots wet. Went to the cave, I've got to be quick because the tide's coming in. another thing with bad writing is it can be meandering. You can't just start off, I was walking along the beach, walking along the stones, hearing the sounds of the beach, sounds of the water, thinking to myself, yada yada yada. Okay, that's bad writing. You gotta hook your reader, you gotta hook them in with a little hook, then you gotta have a leading hook and another hook. You gotta keep hooking and hooking and hooking, give them a reason to read on, a reason to care. Know your craft, master your craft, and you won't get rejected. You've got to get back where the tide comes in, because there's only one way back, which is that way. So master your craft, know where to place new paragraphs, know how to draw the reader in, know how to use suspense, emotion. Once you've mastered the craft of writing, and you actually write a story, format it right, you're probably going to get picked up sooner or later. That's my way back. I'm going to have to run through the water. The bonus one, which I kind of touched on, is you've got to have a unique idea, especially with sci-fi and fantasy. Pretty much anything. You've got to have a unique premise, unique character, something that's been done before. It's about elves saving the world. It's probably going to go down because we've heard it a million times, okay? Stop regurgitating the same old rubbish. Use your brain power. You have the ability, you can do it. Start thinking up something new, something unique, something special, something with heart and craft. You'll be well on the way. So keep a look out for me urban fantasy World War II story that's coming. In the meantime, subscribe, give me a thumb up if you want, or drop a comment, or share it, probably the best. So remember, master your craft, don't get rejected. Whoop, whoop, oh, no, ah. Here you go, Poochie, Poochie, Poochie. Good boy, eat him up. Gobble, gobble.